Welcome to Bhavna Physics class, a simple way of learning physics. This is a specific for class 12th student and this lecture is based on electric field. Today I will discuss electric field. Now electric field, very simply, if we are taking a positive charge body, we can take negative charge body too. So we are taking positive charge body and a test charge body. Let the charge value of this positive body is Q. Capital Q we have taken, and Q naught is the test charge body. I discussed it earlier that what is the meaning of test charge body. You can see my last lecture. So here, if this test charge body is moving closer to the positive charge body, what will happen? At starting point, it may be possible that it will not experience any force of attraction or repulsion. Here in this case there is only repulsion. So initially the test charge body will not experience any repulsion. But as it comes closer to the positive charge body, it will start experiencing a force of repulsion because of this electrical force applied by the positive charge body. So let the certain point from where the test charge body start experiencing a force is A. When this test charge body reaches to A point, it start experiencing a force due to the presence of this positive charge body. So we can take out the distance between the central position. We have taken initially this is point charge, so we can take the distance between the point charge and the A point as the radius r, and we can draw one circle corresponding to this radius r. So we have drawn one region around this positive charge particle, where this positive charge particle is situated at the center of this region. This particular region is called electric field. So physically we can define electric field, the region around a charged particle in which any other test charge particle experience a force of attraction or repulsion. So that region is called electric field. I am not going to very complicated structure, because if we have not taken this test charge particle and we have taken a very large magnitude particle, then this is not the simplest case that only this electric field is applied. There may be the electric field of this Q naught charge, and then we have to take the two electric field at a time. So we have to go in a very simple way in accordance with the class 12. So that is why I have experienced, I told you that this Q naught charge is the test charge, only we have taken the test charge value here. So what will be the force on this test charge? F should be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught over R square from the point A. It start experience of force this one. Mathematically, electric field is defined as the force applied over a unit test charge body. So this one is the mathematical formula for electric field, and obviously electric field is a vector quantity. So because F is a vector quantity, so electric field is a vector quantity. So we can put down the value of force as this force value we have discussed in electric force Coulomb's law. So we can put down the value and we will get the result. So 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught divided by R square multiplied by 1 over Q naught using this mathematical formula. So we'll get the result of E. This is the magnitude only because I have not put the vector sign here. So Q divided by R square. This one is the mathematical expression for electric field in the form of charge Q. So you can see that electric field depends only the source charge from where it is generated. It does not depend on test charge. This one is the basic property of electric field. We will discuss the properties of electric field later on. Okay. So here this one is the electric field. We can write down the vector form of electric field in the similar manner as we have written the formula in vector form of force. So 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R square. Out of these right hand side terms, only the variable term is radius or distance between the two charges. So we will have to put the unit vector R. So electric field that should be equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q divided by r cube. This one is mod. Okay, and vector r. Why we have replaced this value? Unit vector is equal to vector over its mod. So this is the vector representation of electric field. Okay, so you can write down this formula, and this is very important. Later on we will discuss the graphical representation of electric field in different cases. Dipole will become dipole, and there are many type of structures are there, like line charges are there due to infinitely long wires, due to plane sheet, due to spherical conductor. So we will discuss all that case later on. So initially, and we will draw the graph also. Initially, electric field formula is this one in the vector form, and in scalar form the formula for electric field is this. You can note down the formula. Now after electric field, we will discuss the property of electric field, but before that, electric field lines are important. Electric field lines. This one is important because only by using the mathematical expression for these electric field lines we can get the various values at the different points for the electric field due to a point charge or due to a system of charges. Here electric field lines, first of all, these are imaginary lines. If we are taking a positive charge or a negative charge, then what will happen, that electric field lines are moving outward from the positive charge. Okay, and electric field lines are moving inward from the negative charge into the negative charge. So positive charge electric field lines moves radially outward, and negative charge electric field lines are moving radially inward. But remember this point, electric field lines are not a closed loop. It is not the condition like the magnetic field. Initially you heard about the magnetic field, that these are the closed loop. If we are taking a magnet, north to south, magnetic field lines moves, and from south to north inside the magnet. So these are the closed loop, but electric field lines are not the closed loop. Remember this point. And the mathematical expression for this is what? Curl of E, that should be equal to 0. In each and every case, whatever value of E is given in any numerical, you can prove that electric field is irrotational vector by taking the curl of E, that should be equal to 0. Then only you can prove that electric field is irrotational vector. So this is very useful information for you. Electric field you can prove irrotational by taking the curl of E is equal to 0. And you can see this, whatever is the value, you will get the result for curl E is equal to 0. So write down this point. I told electric field lines are the imaginary lines. We cannot see it, that is why these are imaginary lines. But this is a very important structure, basic structure for the electric field. How? You can see, if we are taking the close by area of this positive charge, the number of electric field lines are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? If we are taking the same area here, this area value, circular area value is equal to this circular area value, you can see now the electric field lines are only 1 and 2. So that means what? Area is same in both cases, but number of electric field lines are different. So if we are taking the area close by to the positive charge or negative charge, the electric field lines are more. And if we are taking the area which is farther from the positive charge, if we are moving more out, like here, you can see for the same area, I am drawing now, this one is the same area value. You can see only one electric field lines corresponding to the same area. That means as the area, same area value, but as the area is moving far away from the source charge, then the electric field lines decreases. That means what? Electric field lines intensity decreases. We can say electric field intensity decreases. Electric field and electric field intensity both are the same terms. intensity is linked with greater the intensity means what? Greater the number of field lines. Lesser the intensity means what? Lesser the electric field lines. So intensity word is linked with only electric field. This is the another name of electric field based on electric field lines. So first property, that electric field lines are the imaginary lines. It is emitted from the positive charge and it is absorbed by the negative charge value. First property. Second property is electric field lines are not the closed curve. These are open curve. These are open in space, and the proof of it is what? Curl of E is equal to 0. This one is the second property. Now the third property is electric field lines cannot intersect each other. If we are taking one positive charge and one negative charge, the electric field lines are moving from positive charge and going towards the negative charge. Here it is not a closed curve, it is open curve. I am just clearing this concept that here the positive charge is the origination of electric field lines and negative charge is the what? That is the absorbing point. So here electric field lines are originated from the down portion. Also we can take that it is originated and absorbed by the negative charge particle. This one is the electric field lines, but this is not possible that any electric field lines can cross each other. Here this is the point of intersection of two electric field lines. At the point of intersection we will draw two tangent. Mathematically we know that at the point of intersection we can draw two tangent, and two tangent means what? Two direction of force at one point. Is it possible that a charged body is moving in two directions at a time? And it is not possible that charged body can be split out into two parts. So that means what? This condition is not possible. Okay. Now fourth property, that electric field is represented by the tangent at a point over the electric field lines. This is tangent. So at the point P, the electric field direction is towards the tangent. So this one is electric field. Okay. So at a point electric field can be identified by taking the tangent at electric field lines. So this one is the fourth property. Now fifth property, that electric field lines in number of electric field lines per unit area. We will introduce one very important term that is known as electric flux later on before the Gauss theorem. But right now I'm not using that word electric flux. I'm using this in the full line, that electric field lines per unit area indicates the intensity of electric field. Greater the electric field lines, as I have discussed earlier, here the area are same but the position of areas are different. But you can see that the area is close by to the source charge, then the electric field intensity is more because of the greater number of electric field lines. As the area is moving away, far away from the source particle, then what will happen? For the same area value, the number of electric field lines decreases. That means what? The electric field intensity decreases. So means what? The number of electric field lines per unit area corresponds to the intensity of electric field. So intensity is high, close by to the source charge, and intensity is low, far away from the source charge. Okay. So these are the 5 properties of electric field lines. I hope this is clear to you. Okay. Next one is property of electric field. Properties of electric field. First property, that electric field is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Electric field is having the direction and is in the direction of force. Okay. So for the electron, it always moves opposite to the direction of electric field, and a proton or positive charge particle always moves in the direction of field. Okay, remember this point. If this one is the electric field, okay, then positive charge, if you are taking positive charge, then due to the application of force applied by this electric field, the positive charge always moves in the direction of field. And if you are taking any negative charge, it will always move opposite to the direction of field. Negative charge particle decelerated in the field, positive charge particle is accelerated in the direction of field. Okay, so this is the first property of electric field, that electric field is a vector quantity, it is having the sign, and if we place any test charge particle or any small charge particle within a field, within an electric field, then positive moves in the direction of field and negative moves opposite to the direction of field. Second one, electric field obeys the principle of superposition. It obeys principle of superposition. This is very useful in solving numericals. Again, the coordinate system. This one is a point. You can place one test charge over this point. Otherwise, we don't need any test charge here at point P, because in the formula for of electric field, no test charge value is given. So that is why we can only assume the point. And here there are so many charges present in coordinate system: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. Okay, these are the point charges that are present in the coordinate system. So the electric field due to first charge on the Q1 charge on the point P, this one is E1. Due to second charge on the point P, E2. Similarly, E3, E4, E5 and E6. So these are the value of electric field on the point P due to the charges present in the space. So net electric field E at point P can be represented by 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, because electric field depends on source charge, Q1 over, let the distance from Q1 charge to point P is R1, so R1 square, plus Q2 over R2 square, plus Q3 over R3 square, and so on. Okay, we have taken 5, so we can write down the 5 values here. Otherwise, in generalized form, we can write it as EP is equal to 1 over 4 by epsilon naught summation I running from 1 to n Qi over Ri square. This is the value of electric field at point P due to various charge present in space. So electric field obeys the principle of superposition. This one is also very important point. Now the third property of electric field, that electric field is of two types. One is uniform electric field and non-uniform electric field. Okay, uniform electric field and non-uniform electric field. So uniform electric field is represented by the parallel and equidistant line. These are uniform electric field. That means electric field is constant throughout the space. So that is why it is uniform electric field. We can represent uniform electric field by the parallel and equidistant electric field lines. Non-uniform electric field lines are neither the parallel nor the equidistant. Either of the two properties, if it is not satisfied, then the field is non-uniform. Either they are not equidistant or they are not parallel to each other. Either of the two properties not satisfied, then we can say the electric field is non-uniform. So in your syllabus we have always taken uniform electric field. So whenever you will write down any derivation, you need to mention that a charge particle is present in a uniform electric field in any derivation. So remember this point. What is the meaning of uniform and non-uniform? Next one, that fourth property, that electric field lines, these are present, but these are not visible to us. So that is why we consider it imaginary. Electric field lines moves lines moves with speed of light. Okay, so there is no time gap between the force of attraction by the source charge and experienced by the test charge. So there is no time gap because the electric field lines moves with the speed of light. So speed of light, you know, it is the fastest speed. So field lines can move as the test charge body comes in the region of any source charge. From that only force of attraction or force of repulsion starts with. So that is why the electric field lines moves with the speed of light. Okay. So these are all overall topic related to electric field. We will discuss more topic under this same heading electric field, that are the electric field due to point charge, electric field due to dipole condition we will discuss, Gauss law we will discuss. Many more topics are given here. Numerical portions are given related to electric field that are very important. Electric force numerical is also very important. So we will discuss all these points. But one more thing in this point I want to discuss here. We can find out the formula for electric field due to continuous charge distribution, as I have discussed in the force concept, force topic, electric force. For the continuous charge distribution, if we are taking this point, topic is over now. Continuous charge distribution. So if we are not taking a point charge, as I told earlier, that principle of superposition is obeyed, but we have taken the point charges in the coordinate system. We are not taking the point charge, so we can take the three conditions. One is the line charge, as I told earlier, lambda we will use. Lambda is equal to what? Q by L. Second one is what? Surface charge. So we will use sigma. So sigma is equal to Q by surface area A, or S we can use. And third one is volume charge density. So that is rho, which is equal to Q by volume. Okay. So these are the continuous charge distribution, and we can find out the formula for electric field as E is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught integration. We will use integral value. We will take the small portion of the charge here as dq. Here also small portion of charge dq. In the similar manner we can note down in the volume formula. So electric field is equal to, in place of q we will use dq divided by r square. So you can convert this formula here, 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of dq, from this formula we can write lambda into dl. So the formula will be changed, lambda dl divided by r square. In the similar manner, in the form of surface charge density, we can note down the formula in accordance with the situation given in the numerical. Closed integral dA over r square, and E is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught closed integral rho dV divided by r square. So these are the three formula regarding the continuous charge distribution, and we can find out the electric field. Okay, you can write down the formula, this formula in the vector form too. Electric field vector quantity, that means there is a requirement of unit vector r here. I hope you understood today's topic, and as I told, later on we will discuss more topics under electric field only. Thank you.